Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I am Mrs. Yasmin Iftikhar from Multan Public School and College. From the chapter number 5, the topics we are studying now: the typical properties of liquid state, vapor pressure, boiling point, freezing point, diffusion, factors affecting on diffusion, solid state, and the typical properties of solid state. Our first topic is vapor pressure. The pressure exerted by the vapors of a liquid at equilibrium with the liquid at a particular temperature is called vapor pressure. Pressure exerted by the liquid, they are known as vapor pressure. The factors which affect on vapor pressure, first of all, is the nature of a liquid. The pressure is formed in the thermodynamic equilibrium state in a closed container at a certain temperature. The liquid evaporates. The rate of vapor pressure is at equilibrium. The vapors, when condensed, it is again converted into liquid, and when the liquid is heated, it is vaporized and converted into vapors. When both the liquid and the vapors are at dynamic equilibrium, then the vapor pressure of the liquid we can study. State of size of the molecule. The second factor which affect the vapor pressure is the size of the molecule. The smaller size molecule can easily evaporate than the big size molecule. The smaller molecules exist more pressure. For example, hexane is a small size molecule as compared of the decane. It evaporates rapidly and exert more pressure than hexane. The next one factor is the temperature. At high temperature, vapor pressure is higher than at low temperature. At elevated temperature or at a high temperature, the kinetic energy of the molecule increases enough to enable them to evaporate and exert pressure on the liquid. Our next topic is boiling point. The boiling point defined as the temperature at which the vapor pressure of the liquid become equal to the atmospheric pressure or any other external pressure, then it is known as a boiling point. The boiling point of a substance is the temperature at which the vapor pressure of the liquid equal to the pressure surrounded the liquid and the liquid change into vapors. The boiling point of the liquid varies depend upon the surrounding environmental pressure. At hilly areas, the boiling point is something else. At lower areas or at a sea level, the boiling point of the same thing is different. So it depends upon the atmospheric pressure. The boiling point is depend upon the atmospheric pressure. Figure 5.5, the boiling point of different liquids, ether, alcohol and water. The boiling point of the ether is 34.6 degree centigrade, while at the alcohol 78 degrees centigrade. The water is 100 degree centigrade. The boiling point depends upon the nature of the liquid, what type of a liquid it is. The nature of the liquid, if the liquid are polar molecules or the polar liquid, they have high boiling point. If the liquid are non-polar molecules or non-polar liquid, it has low boiling point. For example, water has high melting point. Water has high boiling point. You see in this curve, the 100 degree centigrade is the higher boiling point as compared to ether and alcohol. Ether and alcohol both are the non-polar molecules. That's why their boiling point is less or lower, while water is a polar molecule and its boiling point is 100 degree centigrade. Next is the intermolecular forces. The substance having stronger intermolecular forces have high boiling point because such liquid attain a level of vapor pressure equal to the external pressure at high temperature. As we see in the diagram, the intermolecular forces between the water is higher, so its boiling point is high, while the intermolecular forces between ether molecule or between alcohol molecule, it is lesser as compared to the water. Then they have lower boiling point as compared to the water molecule. The next factor is the external pressure. Boiling point of the liquid depend upon the external pressure. Boiling point of the liquid is controlled by external pressure in such a way that it can be increased by increased the external pressure and vice versa. For example, same process is applied on the pressure cooker. In the pressure cooker, it is developed for the hilly areas, especially where meat is not even boiled or even cooked. At that low pressure in pressure cooker, we can increase the pressure of our meal, and due to increase in the pressure, the meat is cooked, while in the open air in hilly areas the meal cannot be cooked properly because the pressure of the liquid is become equal to the atmospheric pressure, and at that hilly areas the pressure of atmosphere is very much lower. That's why the boiling point of the liquid is attained very rapidly, and the meal need more heat and more pressure for cooking, so it is not cooked without any pressure cooker. The external pressure is very important for boiling point purpose. Our next topic is freezing point. The freezing point of a substance is the temperature at which the solid and liquid forms are in equilibrium. The temperature at which the solid and the liquid state coexist with each other. In your book, table number 5.2, diethyl ether has minus 116 degrees centigrade. The ethyl alcohol is minus 116 degrees centigrade. N-octane is minus 57 degrees centigrade, while acetic acid is 16.6 degrees centigrade freezing point. So their freezing point are different for different material or for different substances. Our next topic is the diffusion. Diffusion is the process in which the movement of molecules from area of higher concentration to the area of lower concentration. We are discussing about different type of liquids or diffusion in a liquid. When I put, for example, when put some drops of ink in a water without stirring, after some time the whole water become blue. When the ink is blue and it is diffused slowly and slowly, and after taking some time the whole water become light blue, it means diffusion process takes place. The diffusion in the liquid molecule is slower as compared to the gas molecules. In gas molecules, the diffusion is very much faster because the intermolecular forces are negligible and has a lot of spaces, and the movement of molecule is very much easy. The factors which affect the diffusion are, first of all, intermolecular forces. Liquid have weaker intermolecular forces, diffuse faster than those of strong intermolecular forces. The intermolecular forces mean the forces of attraction between the molecules are known as intermolecular forces. If these forces are weaker, then the diffusion process is faster. If these forces are stronger, the diffusion process is difficult or takes some time. Next one is the size of the molecule. Big size molecule diffuse slower than the small size molecule. For example, honey diffuse slowly in water, while alcohol diffuse faster in water because the size of the alcohol is smaller than that of the honey. Next one is the shape of the molecule. The regular shape molecule diffuse faster than that of irregular shape molecule because they can easily slip over and more faster. Regular shape molecules slip over each other very fast as compared to the irregular shape molecules. It causes difficulty for the movement of molecules. Next is the temperature. The diffusion increases by increasing temperature because at high temperature the intermolecular forces are weaker. When we increase the temperature, the intermolecular forces become weaker and the diffusion process become so rapidly. Our diffusion process proceed very rapidly. The next is the density. The density of the liquid depends upon its mass and volume. Liquid has higher density than gases because the molecules of the liquid are closely packed and the spaces between the molecules are negligible. In solid molecules, the molecules are very packed and they are tightly packed with each other, so the density of solid is higher as compared to that of liquid and gases. The solid state. Our next topic is solid state. Solid state possesses only vibrational motion. Only vibrational motion are present in the solid state. No other motion are present in solid state, and movement of molecule is very slower. We cannot even understand or cannot see through naked eye the movement of molecules in solid state. The typical properties of solid state, first of all, is the melting point, the temperature at which the solid state melt and coexist in dynamic equilibrium with the liquid at liquid state is called melting point. Or in other words, when solid and liquid state are present in same time, coexist mean present at the same time in the liquid, then it is known as a melting point. Solid melt into liquids and then liquid again condense into the solid. Next one is the rigidity. The particles of the solid are not mobile, they are fixed or at fixed position. Therefore, the solids are rigid in their structure. The movement of the molecule in solid is only just vibration. No other movement takes place in the solid state. Our next point is density. The solids are denser than liquid and gases. Solid particles are closely packed and do not have empty spaces between the particles. For example, the density of the aluminium is 2.7 gram per centimeter cube. Iron is 7.86 gram per centimeter cube, while gold is 9.3 gram per centimeter cube. The density of solids, different solids has different. That's why the density of the solids are different. In this case, aluminium has 2.7, while iron is 7.8 and gold is 9.3. The gold is most denser than all these metals. Our today's topic is completed. Thank you very much. God bless you.